Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I just want to show you what we're working on out here in the shop. I've got an early Ford 9N with smooth hubs on it. It has a cracked rear axle. I want to show you what we're doing. We're kind of apart on it. I'm not a welder. I can stick some stuff together, but not cast iron. Got a buddy of mine coming over in a couple days to weld it up, but let me show you where we're at on it here. So this is a really nice early Ford 9N. Painted the wrong color. It's supposed to be battleship gray, but we've got the rear hub or trumpet off. There's that. That came off very easily. Just slid off, unbolted and slid off the brake assembly and everything. It's a little bit heavy, so if you do want to get a buddy to help you out. But here's what we're looking at. I don't know if this tractor had water in it and it cracked, or if it was a thin casting because it's an early version. So it had been welded before and re-cracked, so I ground it all out, drilled each end. This here was a bolt hole for the trumpet. I'm hoping that brass, we can weld around that and then take the brass out. That's the hope. We'll see how that goes. And then there's also on the bottom a patch that was welded up, and there's a crack there that we need to weld. So if you've never been in one, here's what we're looking at the inside. On the opposite side there, both sides really, but the opposite, that hole is where the lift axle pin is, and then the bolt that holds it together. And that looks like, on the 9N, it looks like this. The 8N's a little bit different. So that's on the inside. There's a gasket there. We'll replace that before we put it together. And that's what the hydraulic lift arms float up and down on. And then also on the inside, this is a differential. So when you pull the hub off, that stays in, and then this slides out afterward. Just slides on and off the shaft. So that's that. There's a fender. That's an early fender. Earlier fender. I think there might be one version earlier. Notice how many rivets are in that. And it has two lines on it there. This tractor also, there's a fender there. This tractor also has the push button starter up here on the dash. The next version had it down here, down by the bottom of the steering box. This also has the snap-in lift cover, or the battery cover. That snaps in where all the later stuff had a hinge, and it hinged up back and forth. There's a few earlier things on this also. So it is a later engine. It has a Welch plug in it there on the left hand side. I believe the earlier versions didn't have Welch plugs, so I'm sure that engine's been swapped out at some point. But if you got any suggestions on this welding, leave me some comments. We'd like to hear from you on it. If you got any other ideas, we'll see if it holds. If not, we can always swap out the rear axle. It'd be nice to save this because the hydraulics worked. Everything was okay with it. Might save a lot of labor. So let's see if we can save it, and I'll be back with you in a couple days. Thanks for watching, and again, leave me a thumbs up and any comments.